right in my later years, I usually prided on being pretty sober because
Yeah.
I wanted to always deliver something
Yeah.
intense and honest, I think.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
especially
it's-
in Tower and Black Seed and even in Lump. But I think in the end of Lump, we get fucking rolled. Not pissed. We're just on other stuff and
Yeah.
never stoned playing. I could never
Yeah.
play stoned live. I'd just be too
Yeah, it was more.
subdued.
It's more disappointing when you
Yeah.
disappoint yourself. You're like, oh, I didn't
You
get the
disappoint
same
the
thing out of
boys, you
the.
disappoint the family, I think, is what.
And you can tell that no one's looking at the stage. All of a sudden, you're just like sloppy and can't hear properly. That was my thing. If I had one too many beers, I actually couldn't hear. Like I can't hear my guitar and like what? Oh no.
Yeah, and then it bumps
Timing's
you out.
gone, yeah.
Everything goes to shit.
Yep.
Yeah, no, totally, man. So, yeah, you pick and choose your fights with that. But these days now, it's like, God, I look at what's going around and go, fuck, it's horrific, man. People, it's not like before, man.
Yeah,
Ice
not
and
like
things like that, man, are just fucking ruining people left, right, and center. You know, I don't know if it was like that. Heroin was probably like that. Not that I had that, but you know that in the 80s and 90s. But ice, man, is just fucking decimating poor kids. So yeah, don't
fully.
don't
And
do it.
and
Don't
well,
do
back
it.
in our day, like I had a girlfriend. They lived in a caravan park at Rochedale, Sheldon, and so she was hot.
Of course she was. Of course
Anyway,
she was.
But her neighbours he was a truck driver, so he was on trucky speed
Do you
all the time.
remind?
But I didn't really understand what it was in high school, like at all. But I heard the word often, and I'm not going to say anything on this thing, but
we got to be careful.
but I know that for those years that we were in bands and there was speed around, it was thought of as a trucky thing, and you're just doing that, and you stay up all night, blah blah blah. Like pilots did it and bullshit like that.
Yeah, that's right.
But now they don't actually make that shit anymore.
No, they don't.
You know, so you can't even buy that shit anymore.
No.
So you got this other stuff, and well, the best way is to smoke it, right? So that's where that's where the people who were just truck drivers now have a real issue where that bag is gone. In a day, that's
a scary fucking scenario. I mean, and in bands too, you know, when you're driving, and I mean, I remember doing gigs with Lump where I drove, not under the influence, but I mean, we did Sydney shows where we left at 5 a.m. on a Friday morning. We got to Sydney at fucking 5. Right. We sound checked. We played a show, got back in the fucking van and drove all the way back to the Gold Coast.
Right.
Like, you know, like a 30-hour.
Wash the car at the back.
And
yep.
Fuck, man, you know, a little bit of speed here and there, you know, to fucking keep you alive and keep you going. But those are the sort of things you do, which are dangerous and fucked, and you know.
Yeah, but hey, man, you read the Bon Scott book. It's what he did. Read the Johnny O'Keefe did.
Book,
it's all the same.
It's all the same, man.
Yeah, and Beatles in Germany.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely any band anywhere and fucking trust me, they're all at one point or another fucking dabbled in something, man.
Yes.
Metallica's the one that cracks me up. I remember watching The Year in a Life when I was younger, and this is when I was just getting into bass playing, and there's not one mention. They do real well to hide everything in that, and the campaign was pretty well done up until Hetfield finally went, I'm fucking going to rehab now. Wow. You know, they drank a lot of piss, obviously. You know, he always had a beer in his hand, but there was never Lars is always wiping his nose back from the 80s, man. You know, you kind of look back and go, yeah, okay, all right. Yeah. But, you know, there's a band there, you know, that inconspicuously, you know, as a child, I looked at and went, oh, yeah, no, that's not part of that program, but fucking,
night-timers, you know.
Yeah, that's it, and that is the lifestyle.
Especially, I can imagine something like Metallica where there's like 100 crew, 200 crew all the time.
Oh, man.
So how could you stop the crew? Like, how could you stop the crew? So if you had one mate in the crew and was 6 months into the Black Album tour and you're pissed off, you want to go home to your kids or something. Yeah. I could imagine that's how that stuff starts.
Totally. And I think I watched an interview with Head from Korn, and he was saying, you know, when I think it wasn't until Issues, the album Issues, where they debuted at number 1, And he said, once you fucking debut at number one, the first thing you notice is that your backstage area is full of drug dealers.
Wow.
Just fucking loading you up with here to the sun, everywhere on the planet, everywhere you go.
Yep.
You know,
and you go through that phase of like, well, we're kings.
It's fucking this is,
we're
you
kings.
know, but it's a short lifespan unless you're Keith Richards,
yeah.
you know, and out of, you know, or Aussie or
Have you seen the Lemmy documentary?
No, I haven't.
Man.
Lemmy.
Oh, yeah, and he talks about it openly.
Man. He's an ugly man, but God, he drank some piss, that guy.
Well, I don't know much about that band, but that's a great documentary, eh? Like,
I'll have to check it out.
As far as bass plays, he plays through a Marshall stack.
Dude,
and
it's the loudest band in the world.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure he plays through a Marshall stack.
He does. No, he does. He does.
And he admits it in the thing, you know. He's just, speed has been his entire life. That's it. You know, he's still at the Rainbow right now. He plays a poker machine in the Rainbow room.
Just on the gear.
Yeah, all night. There's some sort of that's a really good documentary, man.
No, fuck, I have to watch it. Yeah, no, it's funny, man. It's funny. But, you know, music, take all that away is something that you can, it takes you away in a legal sense. It takes you to a place where, you know, for me, I think it just puts me in a world where time is non-existent anymore. Issues are non-existent. I'm there. I'm present like a Buddha fucking monk, you know, meditating. You know, I'm in a place where I'm just present, and I love music for that. You know, and I think that's why I'll continue to prolifically write, record. I'm always happiest when I'm doing music for myself. I don't fucking do it for anyone else. You know, I gave you that track. You know, tracks like that. I've got, you know, 100 tracks, man. It's like, but I just do them just because I can go to a place where it's really fucking pure and not.
What's the name of that act you're talking?
My song?
Yeah, the name of it starts with a D.
The song or the band?
Yeah, see, I'll get to this later.
There's no band. It's just me.
Yeah, but what's the name of that song?
The song's called Occam's Razor.
Yeah, and what's the name of the artist title?
Blackbird.
Dragline.
Dragline. Yeah, like
There's a song in there, Sinister.
Sinister. Yeah, it's on there. Yeah, Sinister's on there. Yeah, man. Yeah, so Sinister's yeah, fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Oh, because I listened to about 4 of them.
Yeah, well, on SoundCloud, you know, on Bethlehem, which is another fucking story altogether. How I got that name, but
So yeah, what do you call your act? Like that's what I'm getting at. Like, what would you? I'll be honest, because I couldn't open SoundCloud. I had one of these times, I couldn't log in, like just one of these dorky times.
No,
like, man,
you have to.
So I had to actually find you. I can only see the title there. It wouldn't let me click.
I was hoping it, because I've usually got it as an MP3. I can send it through a messenger, but for some reason,
I've got 3 SoundCloud accounts, but honestly,
Bethlehem is what I'm under.
Great.
Bethlehem with a capital D. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I like Blackbird. I love that name. Yeah. I love Dragline, which is another brother who's working with me on some shit to kind of bring this to the forefront. I'd really like to record an EP and release it digitally because I can.
Yeah. And
whether I even fucking play the thing live, I really, guys, I don't think I give a shit.
Right.
I think I just do it just for people to download for free, pay whatever, and just share music, you know, get it out there, you know.
When was your last gig?
Fuck, man, my last gig was in 2008.
Well, man, you have to do it.
With Electric Horse.
I've been playing that bass over there with the Bastards, right?
Bastards? I've seen this. What is the Bastards?
This is why you need to do a gig as fast as you can, because there's two, as you know, there's 2 minds. You've got what you're working on here.
Yeah, man.
But I watch you rock out on these videos, right? You move, man. So you need to, it's almost like you need to teach the kids
how to read.
Yeah, because I played that bass for 3 years only in this band, right? And so I'm all right now. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So to play, we did a gig, just 2-3 weeks ago.
I have to come. I've got to come.
And, but you know what I mean? You have to get in a band. You really have to just do 1 gig every couple of months. Like, you know, like,
I think,
because what I'm saying is that your 90s, who we are, it blows people away.
Yeah,
because of the era we're in now. It's like not so performance orientated. So you have a bunch of good old hipster kids who are musically unreal. put on a big old bang, 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 bang.
Performance.
It's like, wow, that's great.
Part of the art, man.
Yeah, but it actually sort of, I think it's really good for. We never get old, especially when you're jumping around.
I will fucking definitely try to get onto that. I think it's, for me, it's just more trying to get the musicians together to, which you know what is bullshit, because I fucking know I know a shitload of gun musos.
We should do it. Let's do it.
Fuck, man. Like, you got the shit. We can learn it. You can play bass. I'll play guitar. I'm playing guitar because I just love playing guitar. It's easier on my back. My back's fucking murdered from that shit, by the way, guys. Like, if you watch that thing, you know, it's like that kind of performance, just my back and neck is just hammered.
Wow.
But guitar's lighter. My posture's better. But,
what do you like more? I love finger bass playing.
You know, I actually talked to Billy Gould about it, man, and it's a true story. And I think for a bass player, I think what I pride on him, and I think I took a lot from him, was that he never whether it was a pick, whether he played a pick in the song or a fingers or a slap, it wasn't overdone, and it's not that he's not fucking bullshitly talented in all three forms. It just served the song correctly. Yeah. And as a bass player, I think I love playing with fingers and flattening people, but tonally recording, I've gone back to pick, because a pick cuts through a lot more. It does, man. It does. It's quite hard. I remember an interview I remember talking to Chi Chang from Deftones, you know, and he said to me that he had a lot of trouble, you know, tonally. There's a lot of work put into, because he was a finger player, you know, and you listen to albums with bass with finger players, bar Trujillo, you know, it just pick seems to cut through. Slap playing is fucking awesome, but it's sort of, where do you put it in my kind of music? I'm not really sure, but I still could, I guess, you know, you could relearn it. But I just like the idea, just had known enough about all three to, because, you know, it all comes down to the song and where you want to place your bass at the end of the day. So I don't know. I'm on the fence. Fingers live, pick recording. But, you know, with saying that, you know, like when I joined, when we formed Electric Horse, that was with Jason and Dane from Sunk Loto. We had Luke from King Mungie and Lump, Scotty from Black Seed and Lump, myself. The shit we were playing with Dane, who's such a fucking incredible drummer, like incredible fucking bullshit. The style demanded, I felt like a pick. It demanded it more, so I kind of swung that way. And I kind of fell in love with pick again, because I took like a 12-year hiatus from pick. I just was like, no, man, you're not a pure bass player unless you're fucking playing with your fingers. Yeah. So I did that, but in Lump, all the Lump was all fingers.
Yeah, it depends on the guitarist sound too.
Sometimes totally, man. I think in a two-guitar band too, I think sonically for bass players, if you're in a general three-piece where you got your one guitar, your bass player and your drummer, fingers fattens out a lot more. But when you got two guitarists, they basically chew up a lot more frequency, and to cut through that, a pick just felt like it did a little bit more. But with saying that, Corey, who came into Electric Horse when I left, he plays all that shit fingers, man, and it's fucking dope. You know, it sounds awesome. So you know, I mean, you know, I think you're winning either way. You know, whatever you do. But guitar, man, I just love guitar. I think those extra two strings give me melody, and you're able to open up a little bit more than you can on a bass. I can't sit there with a bass on my own and just sort of jingle around, but I can fucking turn a guitar loud as fucking. It sounds rad, you know. Unless I've got a drummer. If I've got a drummer and a good bass rig, fucking happy. Happy days, man. But on my own, just sitting there, turn up a guitar, man, and it's cranking. It's like, that's fucking.
It's fun, more fun.
It's fun.
And you can just like do this and then go into a bit of.
But you've got to be tight. You've got to be tight on guitar, which is something that's still live, you know. Like with bass, you can be a lot more heavy-handed with a bass, you know. With a guitar, you kind of got to be heavy-handed, but you've got to kind of hold restraint as well, because otherwise you just start fucking sound like you know, you got to you know. So I'm kind of learning that as I go along. Recording's not a problem. I'm sitting down. I'm not fucking moving, but I want to move if I'm playing.
I had a sort of going back to what we said before. I had a really emotional week this week.
What's going on?
Well, all due to Facebook. I'm not even going to say names. I'm sure you know this dude too. Everyone knows him. It's a really crazy thing happened. And it all started because I saw this great band of musicians in Brisbane.
Yeah.
And I went to high school